Hello, cosmic friends. I am Candy, your decision guide here at Aligned Astro-Tarot Network, and I'm here to continue the video. If you haven't watched it, watch the overall energies for 2019 because most of that is going to continue for the overall energies in 2020. Now, with this energy in 2020, we are dealing with a lot of energy in Capricorn as usual. We have Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter, and the North Node is in Capricorn. Opposite that, we have the North Node is in Capricorn. Opposite that, we have the South Node in Cancer. We also have Venus and Neptune, both in Pisces. And Mercury just moved into um, Aquarius on the 16th of January, and it's going to be going retrograde from the middle of February to the middle of March. Okay, so paying attention to these energies and how they interact with you in general are very important because when people are looking at manifesting, when people are looking at tarot, they are looking to see how the universe is lining up with it, how they are in alignment with the energy of the universe. That's what tarot does. Um, it is our responsibility to kind of work with the universe in order to get some of the things that we want, in order to clear the way for a lot of things. Of course, the law of attraction overall, being positive and doing the things that you do with your mind in order to control your emotions and thoughts are extremely important. But underneath that, or in the background of that, is what's going on with the universe and their energies and its energy as well. And so, since we have Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter, and North Node all in Capricorn, um, last year the theme was um, crumbling realities and embracing the truth. Okay. This year it's about taking the truth that you embraced last year and literally walking in that truth, right? So basically, you're saying, I walk in my truth with emotional responsibility. Okay, I walk in my truth with emotional responsibility. Now that sounds very small, but what it's saying is that whatever was revealed to you last year, that you on a very personal level was supposed to be doing, that this is the year that you're actually going to be walking in that, taking the steps. Last year, you were peeling away some of your preconceived ideas and notions around what it is that you're to be doing in this life. This year, you are actually building your prototype. You're making it a solid foundation and you're actually walking in it. Okay? Now, the following year, which is going to be the year of five, it's going to be all about change. It's going to be all about tweaking whatever needed to be tweaked during this foundational period. So if you have the 2020, the number four, think about it. You have four seasons. We have four cardinal um, directions. We have uh, mind, body, spirit, soul. Um, there are a lot of fours when we're talking about dealing with the elements of the universe as well as the elements of us as humans. And getting all of that alchemy working together is critical. Well, to show you how critical it is, we have Saturn, which is the ruler of Capricorn, but it also is represented by the World card, in Tarot. So when you see the World card, know that the universal forces are working with you. We have Pluto as well in Capricorn, which is the planet of transformation. And its card is Judgment. But then we also have the Tower card, which is Mars. Well, Mars is the co-ruler of Pluto, so I thought I would include the Tower card in here as well. And I also thought I would include the Death card, which is Scorpio, which Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio. So when you think about transformation and you think about judgment, judgment is all about awakening that which has been suppressed, bringing up the past, bringing up things that we have thought was hidden or dead, gone, resurrecting those things and dealing with them and being transformed by them. If we don't, the tower moment will come and force us to do that, and then the transformation can come. Also, the death card will come and lay things to rest as we are transformed. So all of those energies and cards work together really with Pluto. All of that is going to be happening under the Capricorn energy, which we will talk about. Then we have Jupiter, the planet of abundance. I went on and pulled the Temperance card, which is the Sagittarius card, which Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius. Wheel of Fortune actually directly represents Jupiter in the Tarot. Wheel of Fortune is all about timing and things coming around in time. And when the Wheel of Fortune comes to visit you, then you are able to get the benefits of all of your work and all of the things that sacrifices that you've made, assuming that you've done what you're supposed to do along the way. Okay? With the Temperance, you're balanced out and you're balancing so that when your blessings come, you're able to enjoy them. Okay, so here we also have the North Node in Capricorn, and North Node is your life's purpose. This is what you're actually here to do in this life. And it's in the mode of operandi right now, or in the mode of operation under Capricorn. And we'll talk about that. All right. In our South Node, it's in Cancer. All right, so we're pulling these three cards, which is the Chariot, the Moon, and the High Priestess, which all represent the Moon Cancer energy. Okay, that's very, very important. And the reason why the Moon is important and the Cancer energy is important, I'll go ahead and pull the Moon while we're talking, simply is because it's all about our emotions. It's all about how our emotions are also, with the South Node here, tied to our past. And remember last year when we were talking about crumbling realities and the things that you're going to need to face and get rid of that no longer serve you? Well, that process is still operating under this South Node in Cancer. You want to feel the things that you need to feel, but the things that you don't need to feel, you don't want to subject yourself to them because they're going to hold you back. And this is the last thing you need, is to be held back in the four energy, the energy of moving forward, the energy of working your prototype, the energy of getting in the vehicle that you created last year and that you're still creating this year, and you're actually riding in that vehicle. So if you think about the year of the one, it's an idea. The year of the two, it's a idea that you share with someone and put your heads together to create a plan. Year three, you begin to gather your materials and put things together, but it's not quite ready. You're on the journey, you're on the path of creating. The year of the four is actually where you've created this prototype, you're in it, you're riding in the vehicle that you have created, and you're tweaking it as you go along. Now, this year calls for a lot of applicable discipline. Okay, so now we're getting into this Capricorn energy, this devil energy, which requires of all of this energy, it requires discipline, it requires sacrifice, it requires doing things until you actually get it right. In the spiritual world, a lot of times we forget about that energy because we think that, oh, if we're just, fairy tales and flowers and butterflies, then everything is going to work out. Well, you still have to have discipline in the spiritual world. You still have to have lots of responsibility in the spiritual world. You still have to be obligated to apply and use certain rules in the spiritual world. And they are things that are not necessarily going to be hindrances. They're going to be things that's going to bring you the reward that you are looking for, right? So if you are building a vehicle, which everything is a vehicle, the job that you want, the relationship that you want, the body that you want, the health that you want, wealth, everything that you want is a vehicle for you to move around in this life and get where you need to get the best way possible. So if you're building a vehicle, think about it. The vehicle that you're riding around in now, do you want the people who built that vehicle to be sitting around just throwing the car together and nothing is thought out? Everything is just magically put together with no discipline, no thought, no testing, no repetitiveness and doing it over and over until it's right, no ensuring safety, no feeling any type of responsibility to the lives of those who are going to be riding in the car or driving the car? Do you want your vehicle put together like that? No. So, in order for you to put your vehicle together, you have to apply this same energy that you want GMC and Toyota and Honda and uh, Mercedes and BMW. You want to use the same energy to create your vehicle of life that you want them to do. Capricorn is all about physical energy, pure cardinal earth, material, manifesting, grit, doing the work energy. If you think that this year is going to be the easiest year of your life, you're sadly mistaken. It will be the easiest, hardest working year of your life because Saturn and Capricorn are about hard work. And nobody really wants to hear that. You have Jupiter and you have Saturn working together. Jupiter is the planet of benefits, and Saturn is the planet of hard work. So you're gonna have to work hard in order to get the benefits. Now, the good thing about it is that if you follow divine instruction, meaning that if you listen and obey, it will be difficult because you'll have to make some sacrifices still. Go back again and listen to 2019. You're going to still have to make sacrifices. You still have Neptune and Venus together. Neptune and Venus conjunct in Pisces is all about making sacrifices for the things you hold dear, the things you value, the things that you love. So here we are over here now with the Empress right here, which represents Venus. And here we are with the Hangman, which represents Neptune. All right, so when you're thinking about the Empress and the Hangman, and you're thinking about Neptune, Neptune is about sacrifice, right? Neptune is about sacrifice, but more so of a sacrifice of a perspective, something that you thought to be so. Because remember, Pisces is the I dream or I believe planet. So your beliefs or are going to be tested. What you thought you believed, what you thought to be true, things you were looking through rose-colored glasses are going to be ripped off pretty much. And Saturn and Pluto and Jupiter, Capricorn energy, all of that is going to transform that, right? And so what'll happen is you will have to sacrifice. Oh, but I thought it was going to be like this. I believed so deeply in this, that, or the other. Well, crumbling realities are still crumbling. Saturn is still working to, Pluto is still working to crumble those conditioned realities of Saturn. And Saturn is complying and allowing it to happen. So they're not resisting. So you best not resist. This is where your hard work is going to come in. If you don't resist, you're going to feel like it's something you don't really want to do, but the moment you do it, you're going to feel better. But the more you resist it, the harder it's going to be because you're going to be prolonging what's going to happen anyway. You're going to be prolonging the tower moment, the death moment in judgment. You're going to be prolonging that if you don't go ahead and make those sacrifices around the things that you love so that you can actually get the Jupiter abundance of things that you really, really want under this devil energy here. All right. Capricorn, you will be using all of your faculties. You will be using the moon energy. You will be using the Cancer energy. So you'll be using the feeling energy. You'll be using the mental energy here with Mercury going into Aquarius. You will be using all of your forces, but you will really be using your grit in order to do this. But because you will also be so awakened to the divine forces of the universe, and you're going to know what your life's purpose is with your North Node clearly here in Capricorn, you are definitely going to be clear, and it's going to be a pleasure for you to throw off some of the things that no longer serve you. So if you see where I'm going here, how when you work with these energies and you willingly sacrifice and give up that which you thought you loved for that which the universe knows what's best for you, it's not going to be hard and it's not going to take long for these things to transform. Now, Mercury up until the 16th or 17th of January was all in this mix too. So people were having to work really, really hard. Well, you still have to work hard with Aquarius, with Mercury and Aquarius. But it's still because remember, Saturn is the classical ruler of Aquarius. But the new ruler or newer ruler of Aquarius is Uranus, which I don't have on the table, which is fine. But think about it. Mercury is the magician card. And what's happening is with Mercury moving into Aquarius, it's going to give you these genius ideas about how to move this energy forward. So if the universe comes and gives you a message that you're going to have to give up something that you love to get something that you're going to love more, but you're not going to know exactly how much more until you do the work, then the magician is going to give you the magic wands that you need to make this happen with Gemini energy, Mercury energy coming into the Aquarius energy. You're going to have these genius ideas coming in. So this is a wonderful, wonderful energy here if you work it. Pay attention to the cards that are going to be coming up. Pay attention to the fact that there are things in your South Node, Moon area that you're going to probably have to deal with, that are going to come up, that may not be pleasant. But the moment you deal with them, the moment you let Neptune wash them away, the moment you do the work that's required and revealed to you as you release the past and move into this wonderful future and use this powerful energy of the four, the more juicy this whole year will be for you. So, in the meantime, reconstruct the world by reconstructing your mind. I'll help you do that. I'm going to have someone come on, a sister of mine. She's into astrology as well. She's going to be speaking even deeper to us about this, and we're going to have a good time as time goes on. But I ask you to go back, look at 2019's energy, look at this energy, look at the cards then, look at the cards now, look at the cards in the readings throughout. Pay attention to some of my keywords, pay attention to some of the energies that I mentioned here today, and your readings will be clearer. All right? Bye, cosmic friends. Have a wonderful, wonderful year.